Hey, this is Sam here from kitchengadgetsclub.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today is our latest day in our Getting to Know Your Ninja Speedi, and whilst we showed you yesterday how to make a macaroni cheese from the pasta, we wanted to step it up a level today and actually show you how to cook chicken and pasta at the same time and turn it into a lovely, delicious and creamy chicken Cajun pasta. It's just absolutely delicious, and you can use whichever seasonings you want. Instead of Cajun, you could swap it for a taco version. You could do fajitas. It's totally up to you. I'm just basically showing you how it all comes together and how you can use the Speedi to cook both the pasta and the protein at the same time. So, shall we get started? So first of all, you've got a bit of a dilemma because steaming pasta in the Speedi is quicker cooking than some chicken breasts. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some diced chicken breast instead of just using regular chicken breasts. If you've got regular chicken breasts, you can simply dice it and then cook it that way. But before we move on to the chicken, we want to get the pasta cooking, because the pasta is going to cook below and then the chicken is going to cook on a paper liner to make it even easier for yourself on top. So take out your crisp plate, out your Speedi, and let's get going. So even though I'm in the UK, I prefer to measure in cups for pasta because it's so much easier, because you're just filling it to the top so many times and then you sort it. So for this recipe, it is, for the conversion, we're talking 4 cups of pasta. So filling this 4 times and then filling this 6 times with liquid, so you've got the right pasta to water ratio. You can swap this for stock instead, it's just totally up to you. So open up your pasta. I'm not bothered about resealing it because I've got some containers in my pantry that I keep my pasta in, but you might want to keep it a bit nicer than me. With your pasta shells, or whichever type you're using, 4 times, and then load them into the cooking pot. And then that's number 2, number 3, and number 4. And here's another idea to think about. If you've got a mixture of pastas where you've used most of a bag here and there, you can also mix it up. It's the same cooking time for a macaroni, your spirals, whichever. It's totally up to you, no matter which pasta you use in this recipe. So let's start filling it up with some water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last but not least 6. So that was the 6 cups of water. And now also note that when you're adding the water, aim for cold water or tepid at the most, because if you use boiling water or really hot water, what will happen is the pasta won't steam properly because the pot will be too hot too soon, and then you'll end up with undercooked pasta. So just bear that in mind when you're adding it. And then add some salt. And then make sure, like you see here right now on screen, that the water is covering the pasta, because otherwise there won't be enough water and your pasta will end up dry and horrible. So the next step, so this is just the basic one for cooking the actual pasta, like we showed you yesterday with our macaroni cheese and like we showed you in our steamed pasta recipe. So this time we're doing things a bit differently. So this is your crisp plate. Make sure it's set to high position. It doesn't always go to plan, this, because I find that the Ninja products, they have great ideas, but sometimes they end up a bit too cheap, so they don't always stay in place for me. So put it into high position like that, so you've got the pasta going on underneath. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken on top, so that the chicken sits on there. So it's just a great way where you can cook 2 different things at the same time. So moving the pasta to one side, let's get started. So it's much easier to prepare the chicken ingredients in a bowl and then transfer them to the paper liner, because then you can spread them out on the paper liner and cook them on there. So I've got my favourite green bowl out, I've got my seasonings out, I've still got the chicken out, so we can start loading it up into the bowl, mixing it and then putting it over on the paper liner. So, you pack of chicken. So then we've got a good portion there of diced chicken. Just going to give my hands a quick wipe. And then once you've got your chicken in the bowl, you can add in your other ingredients. So plenty of salt, plenty of pepper. And then we've got some Cajun seasoning here. You can add as little or as much of it as you want. I actually picked it up from Universal Studios. It came from Bubba Gum Shop. And then once you've added that in, some garlic puree. I'd rather use garlic puree than garlic powder in this recipe because it adds a little bit extra moisture to it. And then I've got some leftover herbs sat in the pantry. So oregano, a bit more oregano, and then a bit more oregano. These are just old spare ones, and these are like a teaspoon each, so there's not really that much here. To add a little bit extra moisture, I'm just adding in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then you can give it a good stir with your hands in the bowl. So it's like a marinated chicken really. And you can also fridge this for an hour, so if you want it properly marinated instead of just mixed in the bowl, then you can. And then plonk it onto your paper liner. This will add weight to the paper liner so it won't move about when you're steaming. There you go, that is the chicken ready to go. I'm just going to give my hands a thorough wash and we can get it on. So let's get it on, shall we? Quick dry of the hands as well. Lid down. So turn it on, and firstly we're going to steam the chicken and the pasta together. So you're looking for steam and you're looking for 10 minutes and then press start. And that's just how easy it is to do pasta using your Ninja Speedi, and the same time is applied to steam on the Instant Pot if you've got an Instant Pot version, or if you've got a 15-in-1. We're just giving you a quick glimpse of what it's like when you cook it in the Speedi. And then once it's done, we can grab the chicken out, mix up the pasta, and we're going to make a delicious Cajun pasta. If you're serious about learning how to use the Ninja Speedi, then can I recommend our new multi-cooker time and temp chart. It's brand new, it's on pre-order now, and it's under a £5, and it has lots and lots of different cooking times based on the different settings. From steam air fry to when to air fry, grill, steam, and so many others. It will really get you started with using your Speedi and understanding how long to cook your food for. And now, back to the video. So the pasta has done its cook time, so has the chicken, and then we want to be getting the chicken out the pot, draining the pasta, and then adding in the other ingredients. So shall we start and see how it's doing? So lid up, and you can tell just by looking that that chicken has got a lovely colour to it. So it's perfect now for removing. You have to do this very gently because the paper liner is likely to fall apart as you're doing it. But it doesn't matter if you lose any juice into the bottom, because that's where we plan on putting the juice. But I find that the easiest way to do this is to kind of wrap it up like a parcel. So you're kind of grabbing it like that and then moving it to one side. And then that's your beautiful chicken put to one side. And then you want to get out your crisp plate. And then you've got your pasta there in the bottom. A wooden spoon, a spatula, whatever you've got is perfect for this job. So So what I find the easiest thing to do at this point is to actually drain the pasta water and then add it gradually back in, because otherwise when you start adding sauce to it now, you can end up with a sauce that's too thin, and then you're constantly adding more cheese, more cheese, more cheese to get it to the right consistency. So I find the easiest option is the bowl method, like you see there. So a mesh strainer or a sieve over a bowl, so then you can collect the liquid in the bottom. Then in it goes like that. And then make sure no bits of pasta are stuck to the bottom, like I've done there. And then you want to be draining the pasta. It doesn't have to be perfectly drained, because we're going to be adding some of that liquid back in. And then give your pasta a good stir. And then this is a full cup, but I only need about half a cup to begin with. So adjust it, a little bit more than that. Then it's ready. And then I'm off to the fridge to get some of my favourite cheese for cooking pasta with. Are you going to guess what the cheese is whilst I'm gone? Well, I've got it behind my back. So what is my favourite cheese to go in? Or you could call it your secret ingredient when making a pasta bake. It is the French favourite. Oh, it's just absolutely amazing, but it can be quite expensive. So if it's out of your budget, you can swap it for some light Philadelphia. The light Philadelphia isn't quite as creamy, so you'll need more of it. But I find 2 of these is perfect for going inside a sauce and making that creamy deliciousness. So in your cooking pot right now, you should have your pasta that you've drained, 2 blocks of your cheese, and then also half a cup of your pasta liquid. And then what you can do is you can start mixing it all together, but I like to add in some other ingredients too. So that chicken that you sorted out, you can either keep it as whole pieces or you can break it up. I like to break it up a bit. And then what you can do is, if your sauce gets too thick, you can just add in extra pasta water and the stock from the chicken, because it's just beautiful to add in some little bit extra to it. And then that's the rest of your chicken in, so I can just have a clear up now, get rid of this cheese packaging, the paper liner and whatnot. And then once you've done that, give your hands a wash. What we need to be doing is we need to be putting the Speedi on saute, but there's a problem there because it's at the side that does the steaming. So what you need to do, this is tedious to be honest, you need to put the lid back down to flick it back over. So now it's on the right side. So now, take it down to saute, press start, and then you can lift your lid back up. You've still got this to use for your mixing. And then wait for it all to come together, and whilst you're waiting for that cheese to get mixed in and for it to warm back up again, you can be adding in some extra ingredients. So, extra ingredients, anything you want, but I like salt, and then some extra Cajun seasoning. And then we can start stirring it and see how it's doing. That boating just makes the most amazing pasta sauce. There's a reason why it's always on TikTok and it's becoming such a popular thing. So you have to break it down a bit. And as soon as it starts coming together, cancel your saute because you don't want it to continue cooking. Bit of brand competition for you here. This is my favourite for mixing with, and comes free with the Instant Pot, and I'm cooking in a Ninja pot. You can use whatever you've got in, a spatula, silicone spatulas, ladles, anything like that, or you can use just a normal spatula that you use for baking with. Any of those will do the trick. So you can hear a bit of a sizzle coming together now. So it's gathering up on the creaminess now. Oh, can you believe that? Chicken Cajun pasta. It's just so simple. So now you have to decide, do you want any more stock in it? Is it of the right creaminess for you? Do you want it creamier? You can also add in some white wine as well. White wine's lovely in a pasta bake. And then just feel about to see if you've got any big bits of the boursin still, or is all that cheese mixed in. So now turn it off, because you don't want to carry on sautéing, because you don't want to overcook your pasta. So I've got my bowl of cheese. I always have a bowl of grated cheese on the go in the fridge. Ones that the kids have grated themselves, because if you buy pre-grated it doesn't melt as well. So they've got their own cheese grating machine and they love to help. So make sure it's nicely mixed. It's gone really, really thick, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit more of the stock to it. Just a little bit. It doesn't need to be a lot, it really doesn't. Just as it cools down, that cheese is so thick and lovely. So now let's finish it off. Grated cheese on top. How much grated cheese is totally up to you. No judgment. Alright, I added quite a bit there, but yeah, who doesn't love the cheese? And then lid back down. And then to beautifully finish your Cajun pasta bake, you're looking for the grill setting. Again, 240 Celsius, 465 Fahrenheit is perfect for the grill. And then we're going to take the cook time down to 2 minutes and then press start. So should we check on it now and see what it's like with that grilled cheese look on the top? Oh yes, oh doesn't that look fantastic? Who doesn't love a pasta bake? And the fact that you can actually just do one like that on your Speedi, where you're having your chicken over your pasta and it just comes along together so nicely. You're not waiting around with several pans on the go like you normally are. Isn't it fantastic? I just think it's amazing. And then adding in some freshly chopped coriander, or if you're in the US you would call it cilantro, and then it's just perfect finishing off the job, and then it is ready for serving. I mean, oh, I'm hungry now. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook, and on Pinterest, TikTok, we're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one, and you can also find us at kitchengadgetsclub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week, and we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.